Welcome back, guys. We are in Oban and we are sitting in this beautiful B200 aircraft, and we're renting it out today because we're going to be exploring Scotland, and particularly the famous railway line between Fort William and Mallaig, or Mallaig, I'm guessing they pronounce it as. But there's a very famous viaduct. If anyone's ever watched Harry Potter, which I'm sure pretty much 99.9% of people have, we're going to see if that's actually modelled in the scenery. So, but more importantly, this is the beginning of a very, very big session today in the Reverb. I'm planning my longest session to date in this. I'm hoping to get at least 4 hours in, maybe longer, to see how the headset feels, how it sort of performs over a really long session. Now, of course, I'm not going to be able to, record the whole 4 or 5 hours worth of footage. That will be insane, and would probably take me about 7 days to upload it, and it'll be boring anyway. So I'm just going to sort of edit a little video together, just to show you of my sort of the whole day, basically, in a much shorter video, just so you don't fall asleep. But yeah, I've been looking forward to doing this for, well, ever since I got the Reverb. I wanted a really proper big session in it. So I just need to remember now how to start this beast up, and we'll be on our way. Okay, so we'll put them fully forward, like so. We've got our ignitions on, and have our boost pumps on. I think they are. I'll try not to bore you too much with the how amazing the display is. I think you already know that. I think I've done enough videos on how amazing the Reverb is. It's a clear winner. I love it. It's my main VR headset now, and providing I don't get any problems with it, hopefully, touch wood, and this big session I'm doing today copes with that well, which I'm sure it will do. We'll be fine. Right, anyway, let's see if we can get this baby up and running. I'm going to do both engines. Wow, they look amazing. At the moment I'm getting a solid 45 frames per second, and it's as smooth as butter. Okay, low idle, and sounds amazing. I can't quite remember the sequence to be able to start this, but we'll get it going, no problems. It's been a long time since I've been in this aircraft. Okay, avionics power can come on. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. So this is going to be a VFR flight. We'll get our information from active sky. We'll need the wind.
Echo Oscar Airport information. Echo 1129er Zulu weather wind 258 at 13 visibility 10,000 sky condition few clouds at 3,900 temperature
8
2.2 altimeter 2,963 advise on initial contact with information. Echo
2963. Okay, what else do we need to do? Battery, right, okay, we need to take that off now. We're all good there. Wake up our trim wheel. Make sure that's in the correct position. So we've got our nav light on. Leave them on for now. Engine DI, put that on, I think. I think we're all good, guys. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more of Scotland, and particularly It's very loud, this aircraft. Sounds amazing. Wow, this is fantastic. I don't know why we keep getting a warning coming up there. Probably make a turn. Oh, that's why it was so loud. The door was open. We'll gloss over that. We'll just pretend that I closed the door before we decided to move. That's a good start, isn't it? Oh dear, never mind, it's fine. It's all good. Okay, we'll just do a quick backtrack. So this is real weather. We're using Ultimate Weather XP version 2.4, which is definitely the best version of the Ultimate Weather series. I think he's probably the developer, as I can't remember his name, but he's probably done a bit too much and made it a bit too complicated. And 2.4 works perfectly well, especially with the TBM. Oh, look at those houses, look, they look proper kind of hardy houses that you'd expect to see in this area. And a nice bridge there. Okay, so we'll just do a bit of a turn around here. Pretty short runway here. No problem for this aircraft though, hopefully. Right, flaps. Bit too much in there. First notch, flaps. That's it. Anything else we need to put on before we go? Oh, this panel. Sorry guys, I'm trying not to say too much about it, but I just love it. It's a pure joy to have long sessions in this. It's like I'm looking at a 4K monitor, really. I suppose we could just go over here and set our altimeter here to 2963. So yeah, my plan is to, as I say, see if I can spot that famous viaduct. Checking we're still actually recording, good. And then from there we're going to actually head over to Newcastle, where we're going to pick up a TBM 900, and that'll be the next flight. And really we're going to be working our way down to Southampton, where we're going to pick up the Challenger, and we're going to head all the way, proper flight, all the way to Innsbruck. And that I've got that flight all prepared with PFPX to end the day. Wonderful stuff. It's pretty rare for me to have such a chunk of time, free time, to be able to really enjoy the Reverb. So yeah, this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to do. But since buying it, as I say, I have tried to use it as much as I possibly can, and I remember probably about this time last time I was getting a bit of a flickering issue in the panel, but no, not only that, I'm not getting those issues, I'm not getting any issues at all. It's just, it seems to be a really solid headset, and even the software it's just really everything's working really well. No issues at all. In fact, I'm having less issues with this headset in terms of the software than I am with the Oculus software. Sometimes it can be a bit temperamental, amazingly. But no such problems with the Windows Mixed Reality headset at all in software. I was using the Rift S the other day, and I tell you what, actually, the FOV, or FOV, or field of view, however you want to call it, is definitely bigger in the Reverb. It definitely is. It kind of feels like you're wearing a helmet, whether the Rift S feels like you're wearing kind of like goggles or something. You know, the field of view is definitely a bit better. I would say the Rift S is actually worse FOV than the original CV1. But as I say, we are right at the top of Scotland at the moment, and we're going to gradually work our way down to Southampton, where we're going to pick up the Challenger, and we're going to be heading all the way into Innsbruck as a sort of grand finale of this big session. I thought about doing a sort of 5-hour session where I do one thing in X-Plane, then maybe go and jump into Elite Dangerous, and then maybe do some project cars and DCS and all that kind of stuff. You know, maybe have like an hour in each. I might actually do that as a video soon as well. But I thought today, so I just took a screenshot there, I thought today I'd just fancy flying in X-Plane all day. If you're up for joining me for this adventure, I'll take another screenshot. Make yourself a brew, put your feet up, and let's go flying. Now, if any of you are into sort of real world flying YouTube videos, I couldn't recommend this guy anymore. A guy called Stevo1 Canevo, who flies the TBM 900 and different aircraft in the Bahamas, and his YouTube videos are absolutely top notch. They're like mini full-on productions, like, you know, it's just fantastic watching. And I watched one of his videos this morning just to get me in the mood for flying. We're getting a bit of a updraft there and now a downdraft. And it also just shows you how incredibly realistic the TBM 900 that Hot Start has produced is. You know, it's just amazing. It's so realistic, down to every single switch, sound system, everything is perfectly modelled. And it's quite hard to kind of, you know, tear myself away from it, you know, and fly other aircraft, because it's just amazing. Okay, I think that is Ben Nevis right there. I recognise that. So what we need to do now is we need to do a bit of dead reckoning. It's going to be a bit tricky in this aircraft because it's a fast aircraft. This we're certainly not hanging around. I've got to say the ortho in Scotland is so much better. It's really good. In fact, it's on par with the Washington scenery. I really wish that the southern and central areas was as good as this. But I guess none of this really matters, because once Microsoft Flight Sim lands, it's going to be just a complete hammer blow. That the scenery is just going to be so amazing that all of this is going to become a bit obsolete, really. It's quite sad in a way. But so we have picked up the railway line that hopefully will lead us all the way to that very special viaduct. And on the way we're going to experience some of the most amazing scenery that Scotland has to offer, although it is a little misty today. Let's jump to the co-pilot view so we can get a nice view outside. Oh, wow. I say nice view outside and I just keep looking at the cockpit because I'm just reading all of the little text that I've never been able to read before. Sorry, I said I wouldn't mention it. I think I've sold enough reverbs for the time being anyway. So I hope this is coming out okay, guys, because as I say, it's a little misty today. It's certainly spectacular. Amazing to think that at the moment we're in Scotland, and by the time we've finished, we're going to be in Austria. But I've been on this railway line a couple of times now, and I've also, that road, I've been down that road on a bike. It's a fantastic road, very twisty, very fun, and stopped in Mallaig once, or Mallaig. In fact, it was a couple of years ago, in fact. Wasn't that long ago. But Scotland is a place I hold dear to my heart. I absolutely love the place. It is gorgeous, and I'm looking forward to going back there very soon. Whether it's on the bike or in the car, it's just, it doesn't really matter what the weather's like either. It's just beautiful, and you can imagine what it, you know, even by looking at it in the flight sim, that just with the amount of trees and how wild everything is, it's just so fresh and beautiful. Oh guys, there we have it, the Viaduct, and it is modelled very well indeed. Make sure I'm recording this. Oh wow, look at that. Well done, Orbex, I'm impressed. Now that is the famous Harry Potter viaduct, and if you're really lucky you might see a steam train going across it to give that perfect kind of poetic scene, I guess. Doesn't get any better than that. And these mountains are looking spectacular. And actually the kind of fogginess and mist is just making it even more eerie and magical. Now Loch Ness is, in fact we probably, no, Loch Ness is over here I think. Loch Ness, yes. Orbex has actually modelled the Loch Ness monster. Yeah, that's something we need to go and find at some point, but we'll leave that for another video. Just look at that road. Did you see what I mean, guys? In fact, that's actually the railway line. But yeah, it's just amazing. Let's take another look outside quickly. Absolutely gorgeous. Incredible. Okay guys, what I might do is check back in when we get to Mallaig. Do my best, but yeah, if anyone's listening to this and you are Scottish, I do apologise for my awful pronunciation. But yeah, we'll check back in when we get to Mallaig, and we'll do a bit of a loop before we start heading south to Newcastle. I'll see you then. So there we are, look, there is Mallaig. Beautiful place, very very nice food there. Okay, so we're going to circle round, we're going to add some power, and you know what I'm thinking, guys? I'm thinking of doing something I haven't done for a while, and that's use the default ATC system. It's been a long time. Could probably get a flight. I can't remember how you do it. Views. No. Oh, hang on. That's just, no, that's not it. Windows. ATC. Now, I wonder if we could get a flight sorted out using, it's a bit annoying that you have to do this, to be honest. Do you know what? I'm just going to put anything. I don't really care. It's causing a few little stutters, that is, for some reason. Flight number 1984. And we're going to go EGNT. And I haven't done that right because I didn't file my actual... Oh, I'll do it again now. Request clearance.
450 Ultra 82 Romeo cleared IFR2 Newcastle as filed. Maintain 9000 squawk 4701.
9000. Okay, I'll read back transmission.
Squawk 4701 450 Ultra 82 Romeo.
737 to 800 6 November fly heading 170.
Fly heading 170 737 to 800 6 November
450 Ultra 82 Romeo squawk 4701.
47. Was it 01?
450 Ultra 82 Romeo squawk 4701.
Yep. Sorted.
Squawk 4701 450 Ultra 82 Romeo.
737 to 800 6 November Sierra, Papa, Glasgow, altimeter 2961.
Glasgow, altimeter 2961 172 to Sierra.
Okay guys, I will leave this video here for the moment and I will join you.
Sierra, Papa, fly
It's very busy.
050.
Once we are
50 172 to
inbound
Sierra,
to Newcastle. So I'll see you guys soon. Okay guys, we're not really that far down the road, but I just had to check in because the scenery is just gobsmacking. It really is just amazing, and sitting here in VR, oh, it's just magnificent. It really is. It's just such an incredible experience. Just wow. But yeah, we've still got about 33 minutes to go as we're heading to Newcastle, but this is just look at this scenery. Wow. I mean, I am so blown away with this. What is it going to be like in the new flight sim? I'm actually a bit worried. I may never take my VR headset off ever again. But it's okay, because Colin, he wouldn't allow that to happen. So I think we'll be okay. Colin the dog, that is, in case you're wondering. Just look at that view. Just taking a couple of screenshots, that's why we're getting a little flicker. And you know, I can really feel the sense of height as well. Really feel it.
737 to 800 6 November resume on navigation.
So we're currently using air traffic control. It's actually nice to use it again. I haven't used it for a while, and they're hopefully going to give us vectors into Newcastle. I haven't really checked the weather there
resume
yet.
on navigation 737 to 800 6 November.
But I'm guessing it's going to be, it's going to get worse as we get further south. So I'll mean it this time. I will pick this up as we head into Newcastle. I'll see you then. just couldn't resist checking back in one more time as we are overflying Edinburgh, and with this sort of scattered dark cloud around, it just looks amazing. And of course the famous bridges and all of the landmarks are all there. It's been a very pleasant flight so far. We have got 16 minutes, sorry. I just also wanted to just show you something as well, which is amazing. Just checking. Very paranoid that we're not recording today. Could do with a little mark, like a little thing in the headset. That'd be quite useful. But you probably won't be so surprised if I told you that I can read this here, which is a very small, crazy small piece of text. But even better than that, I can read that little label. Can you see that little label on there? Refer to maintenance manual for special clearing procedures. I can actually read the little sticker that's on the window. Can you see that? That's just insane. And you know, that's easy. I can read that. I can read this as well. And it's actually quite clear. I can read that fine, as I've just read there. Amazing. Oh my goodness me, amazing. I'm seeing things in the cockpit I've never seen before. Bits of dirt and muck and grime, and whether that's a good thing or not I don't know, but okay, right, so I will check back in with you when we are on approach. I'm expecting air traffic control to be giving me instructions any time. Switch that back on again.
November. Edinburgh, altimeter 2961, 450 Ultra, 82 Romeo.
That's all sorted. We've got our altimeter set and we should be heading down and descending soon. So currently we are doing 274 knots ground speed and 230 knots indicated. We've got 14 minutes to run. I'm expecting a call soon from air traffic control to start descending us down. I might even preempt that and dial in a altitude of about 5,000 feet. Now I haven't used the X-Plane air traffic control system for a while, so we'll see if it's improved or anything. At the moment I'm running X-Plane 11.36 at the time of this recording, and I know in the past air traffic control I've noticed kind of starts to it doesn't always descend you quick enough, so we'll see how we get on with that. But the view inside the Reverb is as amazing as ever. We've got some amazing beautiful scenery to look at. Once we pick up the TBM, we will head down to Shoreham from there, and then from Shoreham we will decide at that point what aircraft to use to have a beautiful coastal trip, a VFR trip along the coast to Southampton, and that's where we'll pick our big flight up to Innsbruck, and then we'll sort of see where we are from there. But so far I've been in the Reverb for, what time did I start? I think it was about 12:30, 1:15, so over an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes now, an hour and 20, and all is well. It's a really nice panel, this in the B200. I do like these steam gauges. I get so used sometimes flying in the G1000s and G3000 cockpits with synthetic vision. It's just so nice to be able to sometimes just go back to the analog gauge. I actually prefer this, to be fair. I always have done, really. I like to see needles moving rather than just a big display. It's for and against for both, I suppose, but I am more of a steam gauge kind of guy. Just have a quick look in the cabin before things get hectic. It's very nice in here, very well modelled. There's a few little things you can touch. Don't think that, oh, they do work actually. Wow, that's cool. Oh wow, they even go around. Look, that's amazing. That will look really cool in the dark, showing that dynamic lighting off. And I guess we've got some
737 to 800. 6
sunshade
November,
somewhere.
November. Fly heading 200.
Fly heading 200. 737 to 800. 6 November, November.
Fantastic view. Now I think the heading control is down here somewhere. Probably should... I'm not very familiar with this aircraft, so... Right, that's the heading control. That's actually worth knowing to get that... Make sure I know what that does before we start getting heading directions. See, at the moment, like, we're still at 9,000 feet and we're now 7.5 minutes out. We should be descending now, we really should, and this is where... This is why I don't tend to use the X-plane.
172 2 Sierra Papa Carlisle altimeter
Traffic control that often.
296 4.
Descend and maintain.
Ah.
7,450
Thank you.
Ultra 82 Romeo.
Okay, I got that call late, so we'll VS it down. 1,000 feet per minute. Oh, that's the wrong way around, whoops. Here we go. I am such a noob with this aircraft. In fact, we'll go 1,600 feet per minute and get down.
450 Ultra 82 Romeo. Descend and maintain 7,000.
Will do. Oh,
450 Ultra 82 Romeo. Fly heading.
hopefully we're clearing most of the mountains now.
5. Descend and maintain 5,000.
Okay, 5,000. I've already got that dialed in there because I was
Fly
expecting
heading
that.
130. Victors for the visual. Runway 25. Descend and maintain 5,000.
Okay, we're gonna go into heading mode.
82 Romeo.
Just get 130 in there, which is basically the heading we're on now anyway. Heading mode.
450 Ultra 82 Romeo. Newcastle altimeter 2967.
2967. Roger. Oh, getting a few stutters.
Newcastle altimeter 2967. 450 Ultra 82 Romeo.
Okay, things are going to get quite busy now. Put the ignitions on here. Keep an eye on the speed. Wonder if we can just check in with ATIS now and see what we've got here.
Newcastle information
Oh dear.
uniform. 1000 Zulu weather. Wind 260 at 6. Visibility more than 10.
More than 10,
Sky
good.
conditions 3,500 few. 25,500 scattered. Temperature 7. Dew point 6. Altimeter 2968. Arriving runway 25. Departing runway 25. Advise on initial contact, you have uniform.
That doesn't sound too bad at all, actually. So 25. So we can probably dial in the ILS if you want to, but we might be okay. We might have to go visual.
737 to 800. 6 November,
11
November. Resume on
50.
navigation.
Resume on navigation. 737 to 800. 6 November, November.
I mean, the display, the comm system on the B200 could not be any smaller. There's no way, I had no hope in hell's chance of ever reading this in the Rift S. And I've no idea how I did it in the CV1, because I've used this aircraft in the CV1 as well. Take another look outside. Those clouds are looking fantastic. I know they're a bit repetitious, but it's the best really that X-Plane can provide for, particularly for VR anyway. We don't have volumetric clouds unfortunately in X-Plane that work with VR right now, which is a shame. Wow.
Fly heading 360. 172 to Sierra Papa.
Fantastic. That is really, really nice. And honestly, those clouds almost look volumetric from here. They really do. they look very wispy and like they're holding some moisture. They're very low to the ground actually. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm loving this so much. What a great way to waste a Saturday afternoon, particularly when you're going to be doing a huge session like I am today. And this is why I wanted the reverb, because I really want to just completely immerse myself into the experience for hours and hours and hours without feeling like my eyes are straining or anything like that. I don't want VR to be an inconvenience. I want it to be every bit as amazing, as convenient as a monitor, and it's getting there now. I'm so thankful for HP for giving us this headset for the consumer market, because if not, we were going to have to deal with low resolution headsets for I don't know, another couple of years at least.
450 Ultra 82 Romeo, fly heading 160.
160. 160, there we go.
172, 2 Sierra, Papa, fly heading 250.
Oh, give me a chance.
Runway 25, descend and maintain 3000.
Fly heading 250.
Oh, that wasn't for me. Never mind.
For the visual, runway 25, descend and maintain 3000.
Okay, make sure
172, 2 Sierra, Papa. Fly heading 160, 450 Ultra, 82 Romeo.
It's great because I'm having to use,
172, 2 Sierra, Papa,
the heading
070, descend and maintain 3000.
Just like you would in the real plane. I'm putting my hand down.
Maintain 3000.
Now unfortunately I can't put it down that far because
172, 2 Sierra, Papa, Newcastle, altitude
my
29.
It's like my keyboard's in the way, so I can't.
Newcastle,
I'll have to look
altimeter
to do it.
296,
That's fine.
172, 2 Sierra, Papa.
We should have a good view of Newcastle. So yeah, they're vectoring us very well so far. In fact, I might just put this onto V-locked mode so we can see the ILS coming into view. And there it is. I'm zooming, not for my benefit, for you guys who are watching it. And we've got another wind farm. Lots of wind farms. I never knew there were so many wind farms in the UK until I started using the Orbex scenery. Right, okay, we're going to put landing gear down now. You can see there the view of the coast is amazing, and all those points of interest and everything, it's just wonderful. Alright, yeah, we need to make sure that
450
fully
Ultra,
forward.
82 Romeo, fly heading 250, report the field in sight.
Fly heading 250, report
Right,
field
approach.
sight 450 Ultra, 82 Romeo.
And I'm going to say field in sight now.
Center 450 Ultra, 82 Romeo.
Flaps down.
450 Ultra, 82 Romeo, cleared visual approach, runway 25, contact tower on 119.705.
Cleared visual approach, runway 25, contact tower on 119.705, 450 Ultra, 82 Romeo.
Should have had that dialed in before. There we go, checking the controller.
Tower 450 Ultra, 82 Romeo.
Looking good. Oh, this is great, guys. I'm loving this. Absolutely loving this. It really adds a different kind of more sense of immersion when you're dealing with air traffic control. And we are now going down nicely on the glide slope. We've got our gear selected, we've got landing lights on, flaps are down, little stutter there, nothing to worry about. That's one thing, I don't get nauseous
Tower 3
because
X-ray
of it.
Sierra.
We can see the runway in front of us just coming into view.
3 X-ray, Sierra, 25, line up and wait.
25, line up and wait.
Ignitions are
3
on.
X-ray Sierra.
Fuel pump is on. Little bit of light
3
shot.
X-ray, Sierra, fly heading 250, runway 25, you're cleared for takeoff.
Wow, looks amazing.
Fly heading 250.
Oh, he's got someone taking off.
Runway 253 X-ray Sierra.
Better hurry up. All the houses down there. And actually Newcastle itself
450
looks
Ultra,
amazing in
82
orbit.
Romeo, runway 25. You're cleared to land.
Thank you very much, cleared to land.
Runway 25, 450 Ultra, 82 Romeo.
I'm thoroughly enjoying using the air traffic control. It's been a long time since I've used it. I need to start using it more because actually it's pretty good actually. It's not amazing, but it works well, and the design of it is
Sierra,
good.
Contact center on. 1,
Okay,
3, 5.
we're gonna go hands on.
Contact center on, 1, 3, 5.
I have the aircraft.
3, X-ray, Sierra.
Let's just take a little screenshot of that. Look at the tower there as well, amazing. Here we go, concentrate. All the way down on the glide slope. A little picture there. Little lorry just coming into view there. See an aircraft there, waiting. There we
Tower,
go.
737 to 800, 6, November.
Bit of reverses.
450 Ultra, 82 Romeo, hit taxi via 25 Alpha 1 Alpha 2 Bravo.
Will do. We've even got a bit of a
737 to 800, 6 November 25. Line
nice
up and wait.
line to tell us where we're going.
2, 5, line up and wait. 737 to 800, 6, November.
Now that, guys, was absolutely fantastic. Really immersive, using the air traffic control in VR. And you know, it gets quite frantic, just like it would in the real aircraft, and that is a really good skill that you'd have to learn in real life. So we'll go to low idle now. We'll take the landing lights off and strobe off. Put the taxi light on. We'll take the ignitions off. Take our fuel pumps off. And we can clean up. The flaps are cleaned up. Like in this little taxiway instruction thing here. That reminds me of Microsoft FSX. And we are here, guys. Welcome to Newcastle. I love the accent.
450 Ultra,
the Geordie
82
accent.
Romeo, contact ground on. 121.73.
Contact ground on, 121.
And we're just going there.
3, 450 Ultra, 82 Romeo.
737 to 800, 6.
Auto-tune, sod it. Let's auto-tune that one. So I hope you've enjoyed this first flight. There's definitely more to come. We're just going to park here. I'm going to grab a quick coffee. I'm literally going to make it and jump back straight into VR again. So I'm only going to be about 5 minutes. That was huge fun. I really enjoyed that. That was brilliant. And stop. There we go. Right, parking brake set. Kill the engines. Whoa, stop. Parking brake set again. And we'll just sort all this out. And next time you see me, guys, we will be in the TBM for flight number 2. Okay, see you in a bit, guys.